Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So basically what we're going to do today, the last session we had before I traveled, we didn't have any trade. And that's because the COT report was a little bit laggy. And so hopefully this time around, we have updates on the COT reports, and then we can, you know, do an analysis today. So just going to quickly run through everything. So, oh, wow, this is looking good. So we're going to do COT. Seasonality. It seems to be a little bit of noise coming from background. I'm just going to mute for a second. So, COT, we go gold. We go gold going short. All I'm paying attention to this is the changes over time. Where is it going? It's going short. On the 15th. This is weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's correct. So we go gold going short, but a little bit, we're going to start that a little bit on the long side as well. Normally, you should just be one direction. Makes it everything much easier. I'll quickly reload this. Swiss franc short. Let's see, what else do we have here? Wow, we got euro going short as well. Everything seems to be pointing short. That's weird. I'm gonna put a star next to euro because we have that long in there, I think.
Please, you can check. I can't hear you. I can't hear the voice. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear your analysis. I can't hear the voice.
Okay.
Hello.
This doesn't look clear. Hello?
Yeah. Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the seasonality. I'm looking at the dates because it's telling us short, but seasonality doesn't really show that. So for that, I'm gonna take gold out of the equation. Even though some part of gold was saying long, but it's not adequate enough. So let's check CHF next. This is CHF because it isn't clear. Let's try JPY. Let me try JPY this time around. Let's see who got some. Okay, JPY looks like short from 27th. Okay, that's good. JPY short till 8th of December. Let's try Euro.
On the JPY, I thought you meant 27th of November.
Yeah, 27th of November to 8th of December.
Okay, but you're writing 17.
Oh yeah. Apologies. My bad.
All right, thank you.
My hand hit the wrong key.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Euro started out, so it's kind of a bit confusing. Here's actually around 28. We delete Euro out of the list because it's meant to be long. But because there's also a position going long in Euro, we could trade it, but I don't like risking them when they're opposite each other. I like it facing one direction. And GBP. Yeah, that's we delete GBP out of the list. COT saying short, but seasonality showing long, so not worth it. AUD is kind of the conflicting, there's a mix between it, but short seems to be more predominant. So if we don't get the short, then yeah, it doesn't look like it till next week, which is the 3rd. So, which practically leaves us with just one asset. JPY seems to be the only one. And if we run through probability, oh yeah, I also noticed because the time has changed, right? A lot of people think the webinar is happening an hour ago. So in UK, we have something called daylight saving time. So the time has shifted. So before,
this would normally be my 719, but now it's my 619. I don't know if you can see on my laptop, but it's 619 right here. So it just takes a little bit of adjusting too. So let's see JPY. So fine, JPY. I'm just gonna open all of the JPY assets. What we're looking for is JPY losing some strength. So if JPY loses strength, CHF should gain strength. So that looks good for CHF. And it actually keeps looking good for CHF up until the 8th, right? Yeah. So CHF. It kind of has the entire goes long. I don't think we have anything going short right here. Yeah. So if we go first, then we check CHF, JPY. This asset has been pumping for a while though. Okay. On a weekly, if you look at it, right, it's been struggling to get above here. Just been bouncing back down as a wick. So price might actually be trapped between here and there. So there might be a little bit of bounce, you know. There's something you have to be slightly careful about when you're trading this. It's quite frankly consolidating. This asset isn't moving. It's literally consolidated. So I'm just gonna move that back down here just to readjust here. So in this instance, this should ideally be going long, but easiest way to figure out, you know, is to just do support and resistance. So yeah, so this right here might be a good support region for it, but it hasn't been tested or vetted yet. So something you have to be careful about. But on the normal, what's it called? With the normal strategy, what we normally measure is where's that indicator? Candle wick display. So we can measure the candle wick for the daily and then for the weekly since the new week. So if we're going to buy this asset, for example, what we do is we measure the buy candles and we'll measure the wick. So in this situation, we have 1 pip plus 57 pips plus 14 pips plus 28 pips plus, that's 4, and let's get one more, 50 pips. And then if we divide that by 5, that's 30 pips. So we can have a range of 30 pips right here. Let's see, so around here anyway. So for a pullback, and then on the weekly standpoint, if we measure the buy candles as well, which is 128 pip plus 69 pips plus 107 pip plus 23 plus 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll divide that by 5. 82.6 pips. So if we go and measure 82.6, so somewhere around here, This is just like a rough estimate anyway, but yeah, it's a lot. So if I move that slightly higher, so let's just say somewhere around here anyway. So entry should ideally be looked for only when price has moved somewhere down here. So if you wanted to go into this trade, for example, tomorrow or today, you want, maybe there'll be a gap to the downside, but you want price to move somewhere in between here before you start looking for your entry. Now, keep in mind this, you know, indigo or this violet virtue zone that I drew here is just support and resistance on a higher time frame, but you can also use that as a guide point for like a take profit. Maybe if you get in there, you can take your profit there. Or alternatively, if price seems to be coming violently down, and just wait to go into from this range. But from what I can see anyway, price is consolidating. I don't really like to take a consolidating trade, but if we must, we can get our entry from around this zone for that specific asset. So let me look for another one. Euro JPY. We're expecting it to gain strength. Same thing applies to here. So it seems JPY might get knocked out during this week. So same thing applies to so what we have also here is if we go and change this asset to, let's say Euro JPY, for example. Oh, keep in mind, if you want to do, what's it called? Stop loss, just use your ATR. I think you guys are familiar with ATR by now. So just do ATR and your stop loss. You can do it on a daily or 4-hour time frame. It's 59 pips, which if you times that by 1.5, it should give you a figure that your stop loss should be in, which is 88.5. So if let's say you go in here, you want to set your stop loss at 88.5 pips, you know, and your first take profit could be 59 pips. Your second take profit is 88.5. Your third one, ride it all the way to 264 pips. And so the next thing to check is Euro JPY. Gonna go back to play chart. So Euro JPY, if we look at this from a monthly perspective, this looks better to trade. Price just hit a support right here, so most likely price is going to keep going up. Weekly perspective, still okay. Price got support, that's good. So what we can do in this scenario is we can do the same thing. Change that to 1 actually. So we can then do, because we want to buy, right? We will do 43 pips plus 196. All I'm just doing is checking the buy kind of the wick size going down. So the green ones plus 31 plus 46 plus 24. So, and then when I divide that by 5, I'm only taking 5 and then I'll divide by 5. So in this instant, we have 68 pips. So somewhere around there. Let's say somewhere around here. I'm not trying to get it to snap. I have no clue why it snapped it. Apologies. Okay, but I'm just gonna delete that. Just gonna use straight line. So that should be 68 pips. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, it's close enough. 68 pips, and we do the same thing on daily. which is 3 pip plus 52 plus 42 plus 3 plus 31 divided by 5. So that's 36.2 pips. And so around there. So yeah. So basically we have this zone right here to look for entry. So we want price to pull back to ideally any of those zones, and then we start looking for entry. So what we want is price open, maybe gap or not, pull back into the zone. We get our entry, price leaves that zone. You understand? So what you can also do is also incorporate your support or resistance into it, you know, and you can use that to look perfect, beautiful. See where the green zone started from? That's exactly where the support is. So you can actually try to go in directly on the support if you want. Now, once you go in, you need a stop loss and you need take profits, right? Average true range comes into play. You get your on a 4 hour, better on a 4 hour. You go 57 pips. If you times that by 1.5 or by 2, depending on how confident, how heavy your account is. So if you do 57 times 1.5, for example, you go 85.5 pips. So if you go in right here, your stop loss would be 85.5 pips. Ideally, you should not get rated if you use your ATR value. 85.5 pips, you know, price would actually have to struggle to come all the way down here to get you. And if you got your entry right here, price would have to struggle to get 85.5 pips to come down there to come raid you. So in this instance, your first take profit would be 57 pips. So once you've taken your first profit, 57 pips, for example, you want to lock it and break even the rest of your position and break even. Take your second profit at 85.5 pips, and then let your third profit ride all the way to the top. So in such instant, right? We already have 2 trades on the JPY asset, and there could be a lot more. You know, if we check USD JPY, for example, let's see, we have similar pattern. You know, you only have 2 days of this. I love the 3 days pattern, so USD JPY maybe not the best option. CAD JPY is telling us to go in from Tuesday instead. Yeah, so CAD JPY is saying Tuesday. You know, GBP JPY. Let's see what that's saying. Yeah, we can go in from Monday. No, and NZD JPY. Yeah, we can go in from there. So basically, what I'm just doing here in essence is I don't really need to do all the analysis of everything. It's the same thing over and over again. Once you got this basics in check, you know, you pretty much done your analysis, and all you just need to do is you don't really need to do any trend line or anything. Just use your average, you know, your candle wick pattern, calculate the price, set your zone, and leave your trade. Just leave it be, you know, easy and simple. I mean, in about less than 33 minutes, we've analyzed the entire major pair and some of the minor pairs. So without actually doing much analysis. So that's it, guys. Literally, that's it for today's webinar. I really wanted to keep this short anyway, and I'm actually grateful I can keep it very short. So does anyone have any question in regards to anything? No? Okay. So
Thank you for the section.
okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So all you just need to do is you can check from the members area and just do the rest of it, you know, the analysis. But these two should be okay. I would favor the Euro JPY over the CHF JPY because CHF JPY looks like it's consolidating at the moment. That's going to be stressful, but Euro JPY looks like it's set up for going long. So yeah, so I would favor that any day over the other one. So thank you guys for attending this session today, and it's lovely having you guys here, and it's lovely being back. So this is webinar. Hopefully we
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care, guys. See you guys in the next one. Okay.